What's up, Slay Nation? Justin Query here, director. Josh Fusen, our other director for the Slay Nation Upstate New York Kayak Series, come to
What's
you
up?
for our captain's meeting for Indian River Lakes. Josh, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. How about yourself, man?
Yeah, I'm sweating after all my electrical issues today, but thankfully Joe, another Slayer, got me hooked up, so I'm all squared away and back up and rigged up. So I'm ready to fish, man. This weather sucks though.
Yeah, it's pouring out right now. I went out and threw a garbage bag over the seat of the kayak.
Yeah, we're just gonna go with wet ass Saturday to see how it goes. But I'll have my rain gear on. It is what it is, man. So I'm excited anyway. I think it's supposed to clear up, right?
Yeah, they're talking about a few showers tomorrow, but nowhere near as bad as what they were calling for today that we didn't get. But we'll
Yeah.
see.
Yeah. Hopefully they're wrong. We just don't get it at all because at one point we weren't going to get it. Then we were going to get hammered, and now I think I saw at one point it was going to be up at like not till 1 or 2 o'clock. It was going to start. So hopefully that's good, man.
I'm all right with it. Fish usually bite better in the rain, anyways.
Yeah. As long as it don't thunder and lightning, we're good. So if anybody doesn't know the rules on that, I don't know if if we talked about that before, but if it is thunder and lightning, you do have to get off the water. Just beach your kayak to the nearest spot, get out of your kayak, wait for the thunder and lightning to stop, and get back out. We'll put a notification out on TourneyX if that happens, but if we don't have service, we won't be able to do that. So just be smart. If you see thunder and lightning, get out the water. You got about, depending on who you are, you have 6 to 10 lightning rods hanging above your head, so you really don't want to be out there in that.
Yeah, biggest thing is everyone's safety out there. We want
Yep.
everyone to get on the water and get off the water safely.
Yep. Safety is always priority. We got a few new people tonight, or non-members. A couple of them have fished with us before, but the ones that haven't, your PFD is mandatory. You have to have your life vest on at all times. You can't fish without it. You can't even be in a kayak without it. So if you gotta take gear off, take your vest off, stop your kayak, take your vest off, take your jacket off or something. Lines out and stop moving. Take your vest off, fix it, and then put it right back on. That's the way it has to go. You get DQ'd if you're out there without it. I think the PA Slayers just shared something that was in New Jersey at like Merrill Creek or another place where a guy just went out with his kayak and didn't have his PFD and he didn't come home that night. So we don't want that here in New York. It hasn't been here and we don't really need it. So be safe out there. That's the priority. Weather's going to be ugly at some points, or could be. So just be safe out there.
The other thing with the PFD is it needs to be securely on. If it zips, it needs to be zipped. If it's a button, it's got to be buttoned. Don't just throw it over your shoulders and call it good, because you fall into the water, that's not going to help you if it's not on right.
Yep, for sure, man. And if you got any questions on PFDs and what's allowed, just message one of us before 9 o'clock tonight, because Josh and I'm sure we'll be going to bed.
Yeah, I was out on the water all day today. I'm ready to go to bed now.
For sure, me too. And I wasn't even on the water all day. So, all right, man. So let's go through this real quick. I'll let you cover launch times, all that good stuff.
All right, so launch is going to be at 5 o'clock. We pushed it back a half hour because of sunrise. We like to get out there right as it's coming up. First cast is going to be 5:31. For the newer guys that may not know this, we push all of our times for first cast back a minute. What we're asking is from 5:30 to 5:31, you take a moment of silence to, say a prayer or whatever it is you want to do. We had one of our members passed away way too early, so we're taking that minute to just kind of think of Brian. If you didn't know Brian, pray for somebody else, whatever you want to do in that minute of silence.
Exactly.
Lines out going to be 2:30, so it's going to give us almost 9 hours to fish out there minus a minute. We did do submissions. Last submission is going to be at 3:30, give you an hour, so you have time to get off the water and get to somewhere with cell phone service if you don't have any. And then because it is going to be kind of spotty for signal and everything else, we decided when we get off the water and get home, we're going to judge all of the fish then, and then we'll be doing a live at 8 o'clock tomorrow night, right around there, to announce the winners. If you want an award, you want a plaque, those will all be given out at Cranberry. Hopefully, we should have our jerseys by then that we can hand out as well. Frankie has them in, and he's working on boxing them all up now to send to us.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll have by then. Not 100%, but we should have them by Cranberry to hand out. So there's more reason to come to Cranberry Lake. That's going to be a great event. And these are the plaques if you want to see what they look like. Josh, want to talk about the sponsor for our plaques?
So our sponsor
Their
this
logo?
year,
There you go.
Adirondack Foothills. So some of you guys may not know them. They are it's the gas station out in Natural Bridge. It was bought by a couple buddies of ours. They have completely remodeled the place. They put the deli back in, new pumps. You can have gas 24 hours. So especially for Cranberry Lake, if you are traveling through Natural Bridge to get to Cranberry, make sure you stop into Adirondack Foothills, fill up your gas in the morning on your way there. If you happen to pre-fish out there, stop in, get yourself some sandwich meat or whatever it is to take out for your tourney. Follow them. I think they were called New Brenway before, right?
Yep.
So
Yeah, they changed the name on Facebook now.
Is it changed now?
Yep, to ADK LLC.
Yep. So ADK LLC. Hop on, follow them. They're still adding more stuff. I know I talked to one of the owners, Rob. He's looking at getting more fishing stuff in there. So eventually it'll be a one-stop shop for us.
Yep.
He's also getting merch in with Slay Nation and Adirondack Foothills on there. So that'll be sweet too. Make sure you get that. And I see Corey is in here right now watching. So thank you, Corey, for sponsoring us with that this year.
Yep, appreciate that, Corey and Rob. Yeah, I've been going to that place my whole life, man. I only live like 4 miles away, so pretty cool to see two of my guys that we both graduated with, good friends of ours our whole life, taking it over and kind of rebranding it their own way and making it better for the community and all kinds of fishing stuff, man.
Also sending a shout out real quick to Primetime Custom Baits. Some amazing soft plastics. If you guys haven't checked them out yet, I've put a few things in our raffles the last 2 events. Not sure who ended up grabbing them, but I know some of you have Primetime now. Check them out. RJ is an amazing guy. He makes some really good stuff. And then Rams Off the Hook Bait Shop, Eugenio, one of our members, does some awesome custom painting. You want something, you let him know how you want it, he'll paint it. He made me some top water that look like looms. Amazing.
Mm-hmm. All right, man. So what else we got to talk about tonight? For the guys that don't know, catchboard only. If you don't have a catchboard, message Josh or myself as fast as you can so we know we can meet up with you in the morning. You can have to come to either Josh's ramp or my ramp and get a board, but we can make it happen. Catchboard only. That's always been in our rules for upstate New York, so you got to abide by that. I think everybody has one, but if you don't, make sure you get a hold of me. I bring an extra with me. I think there's 2 or 3 guys that have extras with them.
I've got an extra, but unfortunately mine's the 32-inch, but somebody's welcome to borrow it.
Yep. Yeah, I got the yellow, whatever they call it, the catch carbonate. Is that what they call that? Yeah, I got one of those extra just because it doesn't weigh anything. So if anybody needs it, just get a hold of me. I'll meet you somewhere and hook you up with that. What else we got, man? ID.
Yeah.
ID is live on Tourney X. If you don't have, it should be live anyway. I think it went live at 7:30. But the identifier code for the event is IRL as far as Indian River Lakes. Right there, Josh threw it up. So IRL. Make sure you have that on all of your pictures. You can write it on your hand. You can write it on any kind of identifier you want, postcard, whatever.
Just don't write it on the fish.
Right. Yeah. Don't write it on the fish and don't lay your card on the fish. You can hold the fish with your card on your hand, but don't just lay it under the card on the fish because it might cover up something. So, the other fish stuff is pretty self-explanatory. If you haven't read through our rules, you should have already probably done that by now. We've done lots of lives on it too. So there's tons of info on how to do the fish submissions. And unfortunately, like Josh said, we won't be judging during the event because of service issues out in these lakes. So, sometimes if we have the ability to judge and we see something early, we can catch it, message you, and tell you what you're doing wrong to save you from doing it all day long. But we might not have that opportunity here. So just do your best to read the rules if you haven't. And other than that, we'll have to live with what we got tomorrow. And it's a 9-hour tournament, so you get an extra hour of fishing compared to the other ones we usually do. Fishing, I've been out twice since season opened. Man, the fishing's been really good for me. I've heard mixed reviews from other people, but will I be able to check in with no service? Yeah, so good question, man. If you don't have service and you're trying to check in, is what it is, man. Just fish.
Just make sure that you at least When
Try
you
it.
get to service area to submit your fish, send me or Justin a message if you weren't able to check in or check out to let us know that you were on the water, you're
Yeah.
now off the water, and you're good to go. Because if I see you didn't check in, check out, and didn't submit any fish, then I'm going to be trying to figure out if you're alive.
Yep. Yep. We don't want to be looking for anybody tomorrow, so let's not do that. That's a good question, though. And if you do have service, you will get a notification in case you forget. I mean, it's going to be like 4:45 in the morning, so it's got to be Biggie.
It is.
Yeah, I figured. Biggie likes me. That's all. Biggie, why don't you come up here and put your money up here? And
He
we'll
said
see what
he's
you
going to
got.
have to make one of them.
Yeah,
Do the next one, Biggie. Cranberry.
no, we need to get up here. We definitely next year for Cayuga, we need to get him up here. That'd be awesome. All right, man. That's all I got. Let me check my board, see if anything else. Public launches. Only public launches. So no private launches. Can't launch at your mother-in-law's cottage on the lake. So just public launches only. There's not that many public launches on these lakes. Some of these lakes are wicked small. I mean, I don't know how many acres these are, but they're pretty small, some of these. So most of them only have 1 or 2 ramps. You have to use that ramp.
Now we did say that you can use the Indian River if you want to fish the Indian River, but you have to launch from one of the lakes that are in play. So you have to launch. I know Red goes into the Indian River, and I believe Moon does as well.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think it does, but make sure you're launching from a public launch and staying in public waters or boundary waters. They're pretty. The boundaries are up on the map, but pretty much as long as you're not going past a what's the word they use, Josh? Impassable barrier. As long as you're not going past an impassable barrier, you're probably in play. But just be familiar with the lake map that you're choosing. We dialed it all out on the maps list. So, all right, what else we got? That's all I got.
The other thing we had is to make sure everyone remembers that we did change it this year. It is a 10-inch minimum for your fish.
That's right. Yep. 10-inch minimum, 5-inch limit, or 5-fish limit. If you're doing the tag team side pot, I think there's 6 teams.
There's 6 teams right now.
Yeah, 6 teams. So winning $120 to the as of now to the winning team, and it's your best 5 fish per team. Yep. That's just a side pot, all that stuff. So it's just your best 5 fish per your team.
If you didn't sign up for it and you still want to, make sure that you have your partner ready because there's nobody else without a partner. And message me or Justin before 9 or 10 o'clock, well, 9-ish, 10 at the latest tonight. And make sure you send Justin the money as well on PayPal, and we can get you entered in.
Yep.
So.
Other than that, man, I think that's all I got. I'm ready to get some sleep.
Yeah, we're at 15 guys right now. So if you're watching this and you haven't signed up and you're near the area, sign up. Let's hit 20. It's going to be a great tournament tomorrow.
Yep. Oh, and if anybody didn't see the post, I posted it only like an hour ago. But this is the only event. We didn't really tell anybody, but non-members kind of figured it out on their own. There's no non-member fee. We did waive it. I know it listed right there on the page, but we waived the non-member fee for this one because there's no raffles for this one. Unfortunately, we're not doing awards in person, so we decided to waive that fee. So if you're a non-member and you still really want to fish this because you know the Indian River Lakes and you know how good they are, it's still only $55 for them to join.
Yep, $55 to join, and then another $10 if you want to do the tag team side pot.
There you go. So you still got till 10 o'clock, so we got 2 hours to go. See if we can get a couple more guys in here. If not, it'll still be a good event. There's plenty of lakes in play. Be safe out there. Have a good time. And
I think our sponsors from Adirondack Foothill should come over to my house right now and grab a couple kayaks and come do this with us tomorrow.
You're just trying to lose your money to Corey, aren't you?
I'll take Rob's money. Corey might take mine.
Yeah, he's pretty good. So, all right, man. It's good captain's meeting. Everybody, if you got questions, just hit us up before 10 o'clock. If not, and you forget something, just message us. We might not see it till morning, but we'll get on it. Other than that, have fun, be safe out there, and catch a bunch of big fish, man. Oh, before we forget, because this happened both of our events, if you get a big bass, 19 inches or over, please take a picture with it for Frankie.
Did not happen both events. I sent mine last event.
Oh, you did have one? Okay.
Yeah. It was Cayuga that we didn't have one.
Okay. Yeah, make sure you take a picture with your fish. Just a little selfie with your big fish. If it's over 20, definitely take a picture. But somebody's catching over 20 tomorrow, so we'll see. All right, man. You got anything else?
That's all I got.
All right. Any questions? Throw them in the comments or message us, and we'll see it. Other than that, we'll see everybody tomorrow at the virtual awards at 8 p.m. And have a good Father's Day to all the dads out there.
Later, Slayers.